Yes. Okay. Yeah, all right. Okay, so this is going to be my last video on the Arduino. So no, so I'm going to redo the whole um, um, circuit on Tinkercad, but I'm going to focus on the coding this time. But I'm going to do it from scratch. I'm not going to go and try to scavenge uh, code from around. Okay, so that should work like this. We need a 7-segment. My digital pins are here, so I'll go here. And I need a pot. Here's my analog. So here, how would I put that? I remember it was Alt R, Alt R. Okay. Okay, well, how about I wire my pot first? So my out, they call it the wiper. Okay, so I'll go to A0. I could make this a bit bigger. Right, so my middle pin goes to A0. I could just go to any of those. This will go to the ground, and this will go to the other side. Right, so 5 volts. So remember your Arduino is working on 5 volts. Okay, so I'm done here. Okay, now my my pins. Okay, so this morning I just did it, so I remember. So A is here. So A is this one, B, C, D, E, F, G. And it goes A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I don't know why they flipped F, G here. Should have gone really the other way. But anyway. Okay, so we're going to go logically. So I'm going to copy what we did on the nanos, which is the board we have in class. We'll start on 2. So we're not confused with our codes. Okay, so now I have to go all the way around, right? So this is why I'm going this way. Okay, so this is my A, my B, so I'll bring it here to 3. My C is going to be here. My D, that's easy, we'll go to 5. My 6 to E. My 7 to F. Okay, so I'll cheat, I'll go underneath. And then G to 8. Okay, so my 7-segment is almost done being wired. I'm just missing a resistor. So I need to zoom out. Give me 1 sec. Resistor right here. We'll go to the ground. Wire. We'll go to the common. Okay, my resistor, I'll want about a 200 ohm. So in kilos, that's 2. Okay, so it should give me red, black, brown. That looks right. Okay, all right, so I'm done my wiring. Okay, so it's nothing difficult, as you can tell. Okay. Okay, so now, so starting from scratch, I'm just thinking, what would I want to do? Let's start with the 7-segment. So let's just confirm that it is the common, oh, I hate that. I still don't remember it. Common anode 7-segment. Is that the one facing images? Common anode. No, so I need the cathode. Yeah, I need the cathode, right? Because you see, my common is my ground, right? Because I want it to work positive, meaning if I send a bit as 1, I want the segments to light up. And so if I send a 1, which is 5 volts, I need that 5 volts to go through the LED and then down to the ground and through the resistor, of course. And if I went the other way with the common anode, well, now I'm starting on VCC. And so to light up the LED, I would have to send a 0 instead, right? So it works backwards. So it's common cathode that I need. So I need to change that to common cathode. Okay, let's get coding. Coding. So you do not use blocks. How do I change that? Blocks. You use text. Yes, I'm sure. Okay, so I don't need any of this here. Okay. Okay, so pin mode. Okay, so let me slide this. Can I slide that? There. Okay, so my pin D2 to 8, but they're just numbered 2 to 8. Okay, it's the analog that you need to write A0 and A5. Okay, so you'll need to copy this 7 times. Copy, paste, 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 4, 5, 6, 7. Then you change the numbers, right? 3, 4. Right, so right now I'm trying to not, I won't need to scavenge code. It's a bit longer, but you also get to understand better how your code works, because you're going to take just what you need, and it's going to force you to think about, how am I going to get this to work, right? And so there's a lot of advantage starting from scratch. Okay, so 2 to 8, so that should work. Okay, I don't need to define my analog in because it's an in, so that's why you don't need to define it. Okay. Well, um, give me one second. I'm just thinking. Okay, so I just want to show what would it look to light up, to show number 1, for example. Okay, so if I go digital right, and then I need to check my digital right, my syntax. Okay, so I write the pin and then the value. So high or low. Okay, so you can't say on or off, you need to set high or low. Okay? Okay, like, so this is why you always want to go check the references. Okay, so to light up a 1, I would want to light up digital right 3, set high, semicolon, and then copy that. right, as I hit start, this should light up 1. Okay, so this is just to make proof. Okay, perfect. So it's working. Okay, good to go. Okay, so we prove to ourselves we can light up numbers. Okay, so if I want to light up um, uh, 4, right? So I keep 3 and 4 on, but I need to add 2 more, well, 2 more segments, and it's segment, so A, B, C, D, E, F, and G, right? So G was my last, and then, so it'd be nice here to put comments here, right? So that's A, that's B, that's C, right? So, right, I'm just showing you, like, this is what I would do if I'm coding from scratch here. G, right? So now I can reference it, right? So I said F, so it's 7, right? So now that should show a 4. Okay, perfect. Okay, that's really easy. Okay. Am I still recording? Okay. All right. So you see all of these here, right? These here, they draw a 4, right? And if I copied just these 2, right, this would copy a 1, right? That would write a 1. So this is not ideal, okay, but you can do it this way. Okay, so I guess I'll do each of them. Okay, it's truly not ideal, but it'll work. Okay, so I call that brute force. This is how it's called out there. Well, I have 4 already. I don't need to redo it. Okay, this is just going to be tedious, right? So now we're doing 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm commenting, right? This is what double slash means. And 9. Okay, so here we go. Right, so copy. So what's number 2? So 2 is A. Oh, I just have an idea here. To keep it even simpler here, we'll say integer yes, integer A equals 2, integer B equals 3, integer C equals 4, integer D equals 5, integer E equals 6, integer F equals 7, integer G equals 8. So why am I going to do this is because I'm going to be able to simply here instead write the letters, right? So let's comment all of this off. So backslash star all the way to here, say, okay. And then if I copy, right, right? Oh no, well, okay, so we'll draw 5 here. Okay, so it's going to be a bit messy, but anyway, so 5 was A, right? So that should work, right? So A, 5, there's G, there's F, A, B, C, and then we're missing one. Copy, paste. Okay, so if I run that should draw 5. That's what it was, right? Okay, good. Okay, so just make the referencing a bit easier. Okay, so 1 is fine. Okay, so 2 is not fine. Okay, so 2 looks a lot like 5, right? It's just flipped. So it was A, and then B, G is on, right? That's the middle. So A, B, G, E, A, B, G, E, A, B, D, A, B, C, D. And I don't, A is on, B is on, C is not, D is on, E is on, obviously. So this one should draw. So this one should draw. Right? Just want to confirm that I got it right. So that should show 2. Okay, so my 2 works, my 1 works. Okay, so now I'm going to try to go fast. So my 3, so my 2 is good, my 3. So it's A, on, it's just going to light the ball in a second. So it's useless to try. So what I'll do instead is I'll go ahead and try to play with my pot right now. So, I mean, just because it's been a couple of times I do it, so I'm just getting better. So now I've read it's a really easy function to use. Read, right? So I'm just checking my reference to check my syntax, right? So it's capital R, and I just put the pin number. It returns an integer. Okay, so that's important. Okay, so essentially what I'll do is right at the top, I'll define an integer. We'll say that it's equal. So every loop will read the block. Read, then we'll read A0, because that's a pin number, right? And then right here, what I'll do is I'll take val and we'll say is equal to val divided by 102. And the reason why I'm saying that is because my max value is 1023. Okay, it says it somewhere here. That's because it's 10 bits. Okay, because it's working on 10 bits. And I know this from here, right? Because it's an add-on. I got 10 bits, right? On the Uno system here, right? And and what does that do is that I need to light up 10 numbers, right? 0 to 9. And so essentially, I want to divide all of my values so that there's only 10 values possible. And so by dividing 1023 by itself, but moved by one decimal point, right? So 102, I don't need to put 0.3, although I could actually, but I don't need to because it's close enough. It's going to give me a range of value, right? I will be able to use because I don't want it to give 10, right? I'll go minus 1, right? So when I'm at 1023, actually, let's play with the minus 1 later. So now what I need to do is I will need to use a case, okay? And because I don't remember how to do that, so I'm just going to Google that. Case structure in C, right? I could probably do it in Arduino Stream. Let's see what comes up. Switch case, okay. Right. Okay, so you look at the structure. Okay, so it's really easy. It's switch, put in bracket your variable, open curly, closing curly, and then you create cases. I'm just thinking, would I be better an if? I'm just worried about the integer. It should work. So let's go ahead. Okay, so you see the structure. Switch. Actually, let's copy paste it, just so we don't get it wrong. That we don't need to keep going back and forth. Okay, so what is it going to look like? So I'll go switch, and my variable is going to be val. Now this here is going to disappear. I'm going to go to the end of this, put a curly. I'm using my French should work. That should work. And then I'll just call it case one. And then you need to put the break, right? So that's annoying, right? Okay, so it's very easy. Case one, column, and then under break semicolon, right? And then you're just going to copy all of this all the way down. Okay, so really straightforward. Case two, column, break semicolon, right? So you see that? Case three, semicolon, column, break semicolon. Case four, column, break semicolon. Okay, easy enough. Case five, column, break semicolon. It's just close, right? Case six, column, semicolon. It's clearly not my preferred way of doing this, but it's an intro. It's not a coding class, right? So my expectations are that we're trying to case column. Because my preferred would be the array. By far, it's super clean, really efficient. Semicolon. Okay, this should work. Let's just confirm that I did do the boost, right? So it's case with all cases. My syntax looks good. Let's run that. Why is it showing 9? Why is it just at the end here? What am I doing? Why is it stuck on 8? This one. Interval 0. It's showing all the numbers. Start that over. Oh, I am not erasing my value. Oh, that's what it is. I'm not erasing my values, right? So I need at the end of the loop to clear all the LEDs. So essentially, so I'll take 8, copy that. That's the end of my case. So that will go here, and all my highs here will go low. Copy. I will need to put a small trust the switch case structure, so I'm going to change all of that. Oh, I just noticed I'm missing 0. So of course it's never going to show 0. Okay, so let's copy 8. The syntax is if space val is smaller than 1. I will check my syntax. So it's open curly, so at the bottom, close the curly. This just proves something to ourselves. If I comment out all of this here, I just want to prove to myself that right, so it should turn on 1, 0. Okay, so it does work. Okay, so it's not erasing it, but okay. Okay, so that's the comfort. Alrighty. So now you're able to copy down each of them. is that why? Is that why it didn't work earlier? Just because of my. So that would have been why it was not working earlier. Just because I have my delay points on. So, oh, I was in my case. Switch. So let's re-integrate that. Switch. I don't my variable. So I was measuring. Let's try that. That's frustrating, right? It's also. Okay, so see now I'm having an issue because I'm past here and it's showing a non-descriptor. So essentially for my case now, so what I'll do is I'll stop my case. So I'll stop my case here, and I'll bring back an if here, just to say if it's greater. The val is greater. Val is greater than 8, right? And then it will just show in all of those cases, it will show a 9. Does that make sense? Right? So it should stay 9. Okay, let's try that. Right, so you see it worked right away. So 7, 8, 9. Okay, all right. Took longer than I would have hoped. Just also see I have a mistake on my 2. Just confirming my 1 is okay. My 2, my 3, my 4. Okay, so all of those are good. 8 was great, and 9 is good. So is that a matter? Is it because they're. Yeah. So that's not. I don't get the sense that I did a boo boo here. A, B, yeah, because C is not on. So it's because the two are conflicting here. Somehow. Why would that do that? If it's smaller, then 1 shows 0. If it's. Oh, I have it wrong here. That's why. It's the other way. Stop. That's why. I think that, how's that making sense? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, why is it not showing? Is the recording still going? Oh, darn it. Let's just put it in the switch. I'm sure I could figure it out, but I just wanted it done here. Okay. All right. So this is good to go. Okay. So we are done. Okay. So uh, don't just copy like line by line my code here, right? Like use your head and just try to create your own structure. Uh, Definitely, if you want to get, so this is just a 3 out of 4 here. Okay, so you don't get anything more than that. Um, and the next part, I'm just giving hints, and that will be on another video.